my favorite view that always makes me feel peaceful. Not that one, but this one. Can you see the wind blowing through the leaves? Beautiful, beautiful nature right outside my window. I'm so lucky to have that. I have been a chronic worrier for my entire life. Starting from when I was a little kid lying in bed, always worrying about something. At one point, I remember worrying that I was growing breasts. So I used to sleep on my stomach to prevent any breasts from growing. Why did I think this when I was a little child? I have no idea. I remember lying in bed and hearing my mom talking about her visit to the doctor and how she had found a lump in her breast. Ooh, breasts seem to be a theme here. And just being terrified that she was going to die. I remember lying in bed and hearing my parents talking about a phone call they got from my hospital visit, my doctor's visit, where they said there was something wrong with my urine. There was too much protein in my urine, and they were concerned that there might be something wrong with me. And, I hear this as a kid and I'm terrified, like, oh no, I'm dying. I always thought I was dying anyway, but I guess it's no wonder. Can you hear the helicopters again? Life in LA. It's no wonder that I always, even into adulthood, have trouble sleeping because as soon as I lie down, I immediately start catastrophizing of all the things that are going to go wrong and bad things that are going to happen. I worry a lot about money. I worry about my home. I worry about my health. I worry about my dog's health. I worry about the state of the world. And yeah, there's plenty to worry about, and we all have our problems. But recently, I think I've made a breakthrough, and I'm able to worry less. And the way that I've accomplished this is by thinking back at all the things that I've spent years and years worrying about, that I've worried about since childhood, about the earth being absorbed into the sun someday when the sun, which is a star, becomes what is it called? A supernova, or whatever happens to a star where it burns out. It burns brighter and then it goes away. And at that point, the earth will be sucked into the sun and will cease to exist. And I spent a lot of time worrying about that as a child. And so far, so good. I also had heard a prediction. The helicopters are just relentless today. I heard a prediction that LA would suffer a major earthquake in February of 2025. This was a psychic prediction from the end of last year. And that has not happened. It is now March. We survived. I remember being afraid to go to the eye doctor for years when I needed glasses and I couldn't see. I was like, oh no, there's going to be something wrong with my eyes. I have glaucoma or something. I went to the eye doctor and they checked my eyes and they gave me a prescription for glasses, and my eyes were fine other than that. But there was no glaucoma or cancer of the eyeball. All the things I spent so much time worrying about that have not come true. I recently was very concerned about my home, my windows being redone. My landlord said, we're getting the windows done. It's going to take half a day to install them. It'll be really quick. Windows, old ones out, new ones in. And my mind automatically went to, how am I going to teach my classes? I can't get time off from work without a month's notice because I teach for a Korean company, and the Korean companies do not mess around. They're not playing with you. Um, yeah, I was worried about that, about my dog. What are we going to do with James? Um, Turns out I didn't even ask. They booked it on a Friday and Saturday, the 2 days that I don't work. That was convenient. My housemate got us a hotel room, a dog-friendly hotel room in Koreatown. We took James, this guy, to a hotel. He was great. I worried, oh no, he's going to be hard to handle. He's going to poo and pee all over the hotel room. He didn't. He waited until I took him out to poo and pee. He didn't make a lot of noise in the hotel room. He didn't make a mess. He was great, and I spent so much time worrying about it. I spent months stressing about, oh no, oh my god, I'm so worried about this window install. And the results of the window install, it was half a day. The windows are absolutely beautiful. It made a huge difference in the house. The house feels so fresh, brand new windows. I can see everything outside, the beautiful, beautiful neighborhood that I live in, all the trees, all the plants, all the beautiful blue sky and clouds floating by. And yeah, I finally think I maybe have enough experiences to draw from, enough things that I worried about that turned out to be absolutely fine and not worth worrying about, that when something pops up, something to worry about, I'm able to say, you know what? Don't worry about this. It's been proven for 60 years of your life you've been worrying, and I can't even really think of anything that I worried so much about that actually happened in 60 years. The moral of the story is, if you're surviving, you still survived to this day. I know there's a lot of stress and there's a lot to worry about, but try to realize that you made it this far. All the things you've worried about in the past, how many of them actually came true? And even if they did come true, you survived. You grew, you learned, you became stronger from any hardships that you had to endure. So I just want to encourage you to live your life, focus on the beautiful things, the things that make you happy, like the wind blowing through the leaves, the sight of your beloved pet or your beloved partner or your child, and live your life and be happy, because ultimately everything's going to be okay. You're here to grow and learn and thrive and overcome. That's why you're here, and you've been doing it so far, and I have faith you're going to continue. That's it. That's all I want to say today. Have a great day. I'll see you next time.